Better days, better weather coming your way.
And welcome back to Homeworld Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D, and with me today,
Marcus.
And we are here today for a very, very, very special event. Something I have been super excited to do. I love doing these, honestly. This is the Regional Championship Qualifier. We were picked as a store, Lifelink Games, to host an event of 64-person max event tournaments with best of one, 6 rounds, or 6 to 7 rounds, depending on how the quantity. This one's 6 rounds going into it, where myself and several other people in the local area were trying their best to get that top 4 invite. Top 4 of this event are going to get their opportunity to play at Nationals at Bondi Card Fest. Something I was able to do for Union Arena, and something that we've all been going to on a regular basis. And I'm super excited because all the people that showed up today are going to be all hoping to come down and play in that next Bondi Card Fest and hopefully get themselves in the spot for potential worlds.
Oh.
Go ahead. Like, just... It's a huge event, guys. We're talking about, this is your next level competition. You go to the locals, you go to those like store championships, you got those really cool promos, you go to the pre-releases and stuff. That's awesome. Don't get me wrong, it's great. This is what it all comes down to. This is the next level of competition before you really get into the heated seat, where we're up at the Bondi events and representing the best of the best that happen to be performing around the world, hoping to qualify to put yourself the best of the best across the world. And this is it. This is the event that we've been waiting for. This is the event with all these amazing decks and amazing players. They've all accumulated in Charlottesville, Virginia today, or technically Saturday, but they can accumulate to the event to play this, and we're going to cast and watch every single round from table 1 in this event up until the end. Now, for those that might be regular to this channel, and you know I do love to engage with you, and most of the time when I do live, I will immediately engage with you or just find those gaps to always engage with every single chatter. But because this is a regional qualifier, we have 6 rounds of content to go into back to back to back to back. There's going to be quick, we're going to talk about the current deck lists or cards from them, because a little heads up, the deck list didn't load. We couldn't get the program to work appropriately. So unfortunately, we don't have the exact deck list yet. However, if you'd like to get on a Patreon down below, I should have got those things loaded in by the time you watch, if you're watching the VOD. I should have those things down below so you guys can see what the decks were written by, who was there, what round was what. I'll have it all mapped out for you, don't worry. But we're going to have every single round, every single deck list for that stuff on Patreon. And for today, we're going to go over the cards that really make up the list. So for the purposes of the deck list check, we're just going to tell you the key cards, some of the things to look out for, and what the leader's essentially trying to do. So you, as a player, can understand, hey, this is what this leader's trying to accomplish. This is its route to victory, if you will. And that's going to be how we describe each one. Don't look at them verbatim. Obviously, lists aren't going to match. They can't. I do have some also exciting news for all of you. We do have a new community box. Now, every time I introduce a new community box on this channel, I've always had plastic on it. And you'll notice this one doesn't have plastic. The reason this one doesn't have plastic is because we at Lifelink Games are going to the next level to ensure we can stop the scalping that happens in the community quite a bit. We've been asked by multiple Bondi vendors and everybody else to do this, and does make sense. We are not offended by this. This game should be for the players. The collector stuff, the money in it, that is for the players and the people that want to collect it. When it comes to sealed, because of the volatility, of this product and how many people just like pick and try to resell and try to push this thing to sales, and it makes it so complicated, and it price walls so many people because they can't get access to the product. We are going to be cutting the boxes for a lot of this thing going forward until this problem ceases to exist, which I don't even know if it will, because the hype for this game is absolutely insane. The boxes are going to be cut, guys. There's no tampering. There's no nothing here. You're going to have to trust the Humble Pie that I promise you that I didn't do anything to this. There's just no plastic on top of these community boxes, and that's for you as a community and your benefit. We want to make sure that you guys open these products, you get these packs, you get the cards, you do what our community here at Lifelink Games does, and give the cards to the people so they know they can play any deck that they really want to. Because it's always important for us, to the player, to play the game.
Yeah.
Yep. So expect that. If you have other game stores that are doing MSRP and stuff like that, you're going to see the same thing. We're all tired of it. I know you're out there. If you're a player and someone's engaged with it, you're tired of it. You want to be able to buy it at the price that you know you can afford, the price of the MSRP, the market suggested retail price, because this is the available price for the maximum amount of players, and we don't want to have people get priced out because they can't afford $200, $300, $400, $500 per one box that may not even give you a fraction of that based on the hit rates. Now at 125, I think that's really good. Yeah? Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, 125. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, hit rates, the monetary investment. That's it. So got my local pack sniffer. Uchiha, don't listen to him. He removed all the mangas and SPs, replaced them with commons and hot glued the pack shut. Yeah, that's it. But we have 2 packs. Midnight, good to see you. We have 2 packs ready to give away at the end of the stream. All you have to do is just hit that exclamation point join right above my head, and make sure that especially if you're new, hit that button. If you've been here for a while and I recognize your name, don't worry, I'll put you on the list. All you got to do is just chat. It helps the algorithm. I'm out on YouTube. I'm out on Twitch. I can see it all. I can see the conversation. But remember, we are going to be going into this fast, because we have 6 rounds of this content coming your way. It's hours and hours of content. It was a 5 to 6 hour tournament event that happened just last Saturday. Probably won't be that long for us because we don't have all the intermission and stuff, but it is gonna be long, guys. Get ready. We're gonna be fast and loose with this. We're gonna be hitting up these great competitions. The first round up, who do we have?
We have Anel versus Ace.
Yes.
And to be more specific, purple Anel and blue red Ace.
Now, did you think that you would see something with blue red Ace this late in the event? I mean, I know that we saw Pudding disappear. All right, so that really kind of encouraged people to want to get back into it. But what do you think this quasi older, because we're seeing power creep, like purple Anel here is brand new. What makes you think that this would be the proper choice to bring in the tournament?
It's just like the leader ability is just too good. That's the main thing about this leader. Is just the ability to when your stuff get KO'd to draw a card, or to minus with 2K by trashing a card from your hand. It's just too good.
Absolutely.
And
I mean, a 6K leader. Yeah, 6K leader just seems insane. Do you think this would be a great choice for this event going into it, or did you think something differently? Because I personally went into this event thinking, wow, Anel's going to be everywhere. And I was right. Anel was everywhere. So I picked up Kobe, something that's supposed to have a good matchup against it. That's a story for another day. Didn't work out in my favor, but it's okay. But what do you think?
I think I would have played Blackbeard if I was an event.
Blackbeard?
Blackbeard.
Oh, yeah. A lot of on-plays nowadays.
Yes.
A lot of now on-plays. I didn't surprisingly see too many Blackbeards. But I think let's get into a brief overview of exactly what we're going to look into. Remember, these are not the actual deck lists, but these are cards that you're going to regularly see within these two leaders. So let's get into that deck list right now and tell you guys what you are about to see on camera. All right, starting off with red blue broadcast DAs here. You already said what it does. Do you want to remind them out there, like now that they're seeing it? What does this leader do?
All right, so on your opponent attack, once per turn, you can trash one card from your hand, and give up to one of your opponent's leader or characters minus 2,000 power during this battle. And then Don times 1 once per turn. When you take damage or your character with 6,000 base power or more gets KO'd, draw 1 card.
So just 1 Dawn attached to it, guaranteeing to get that extra draw engine. Blue doing what exactly blue wants to do. The minus reduction, I think, is a lot to do with red. You're trying to play to that color itself. And there's certain cards, I think, that are key in this matchup. Obviously, the pudding, that's not a thing anymore. That's banned. Pudding doesn't exist anymore. Got to get that out of here. But we do have like key things with this Marco blocker. I think this is probably one of the best cards in the deck in the mid game here. The fact that it is a 6,000 power, you're going to be able to draw 3 on here. That's a massive big swing when you're already going to use a nice little 6K that can often free block. Yeah. But if it doesn't have to, or like he wants to, the leader has that 1 underneath it. You're drawing 3 cards off from this kill. What else would you say is key to this deck?
The key is to get to 8 and play the event, the I Am Whitebeard event. This is the main event that the deck tries to find with a Whitebeard. So if your leader is a Whitebeard type pirate, you can play up to 1 new gate from your hand. Then you may add the top card of your life to your hand. If you do, your leader gains plus 2,000 power until your opponent's next turn.
So that isn't a may, right? So they don't have to take the life to do this.
You don't have to.
Yeah,
most of the time they don't.
Yeah, because why would you? I mean, you're already a 3-life leader, but it can help in a clutch.
Yeah,
and it combos pretty well with some other Whitebeards, right? I mean, you got that 2K power if you want to bring out this one. That also increases the base power until next turn for 2K. That's an additional 4K for the turn.
4K leader.
Yeah, for a whole turn. That's not easy to swing into. I mean, you got to be in the late game with a lot of these characters. And even if 10K is the power, do you know what they have to fight through?
The blockers.
The blockers. The real blockers.
Yeah.
This thing is absolutely disgusting. Once you get up here, we've all seen it in this deck. They get to back to back to back with these 12K blockers. They're most of the time just kind of stalling until they're ready to go for lethal. And when they are, it's just a nightmare swing of Edward Newgate, Edward Newgate, Edward Newgate, Edward Newgate. Now, this deck's going to be going up against Purple and L. Do you see any of these cards that are in the basic stock list that you think are going to be important for this matchup?
The most important card, I think, is going to be the Marco blocker. Just to have it early enough to block the attack and get the good card advantage.
Absolutely.
And then win from there.
All right, I agree with you. I think one of the things to look out for, too, if he can get it down here, this could be a closer. We've seen it multiple times in these matchups. This is being seen in every single red deck out there today. There's a reason this thing's like a $30 card out there. Guys, this is absolutely like one of the important cards to make sure you can close out and catch your opponent blinking, because a lot of times when you get in those last stages, everyone's trying to make that decision. They're like, okay, what am I doing? Am I gonna go for game, or am I gonna try to wall up? And if they choose wall up and you have a Goldie Roger, you can end the game the next turn.
Yes.
And just absolutely shut things down. It is critical for red decks to be playing this thing now. I know that Lucy usually plays 1 copy, and that's a brand new deck that's been out there. There's other red decks we've seen on the meta. I know my Kobe deck runs 1 copy of it. It is always an ad for these decks because it is so powerful late game, catching your opponent off guard. There's a lot of things that like make things unblockable now, and things that fit the same nature to what this is trying to accomplish. Either player, 0 life cards. If they activate blocker, they lose the game.
Yep.
But now, let's get into the Purple and Nell. This is going to be a deck list. All of you like 60 cards. No, it's not an NL list. This is the cards that you will typically see within an NL list. This is going to be something that we're going to see a lot of, I think, unfrequently throughout everything here. This one's brand new, just got released in the new OP15 release that we're going to be giving away at the end of the stream. This amazing leader here, can you tell me about it?
So under the rules of this game, your Don deck consists of 6 cards, so you can't go up to 10 anymore. Active main once per turn. If it's your second or later turn, you get to add 1 Don to your Don deck and second is active, and then you get to add 4 additional Don to rest them. Then you give up to 4 rested Don cards to one of your characters.
Absolutely. Yep. So this leader in itself just absolutely disgusting. It's got a lot of combos. This thing was in a menace even in the pre-release, and now it's going to be seeing some massive play here in this OP14 format. The double attack, getting the leader ability like you just said to get in the 4 rested Dawn here. That's an 8k swing from this thing that gets to be 6k on your opponent's turn. Or all your own cards and this character, yes, becomes 6k. So you're already going to have a nice little defense with it. You take 1, maybe 2 hits from this Holly, and the game almost feels like it's over.
One is enough. You take 1 hit from the Holly, it's enough to feel like it's over.
Yeah, you can't counter. You're taking too many. You got so many yellow decks out there that like live on these triggers, and it's nice you can live on these triggers. But they'd like to live when they're taking only 1 hit. When they're taking 2 and they're having to take multiple actions the same turn, it's not feeling like they have enough time to actually recover and use what yellow's known for to kind of like gain life and get back, which is why this is kind of essential and something I think we're going to probably see in more decks going forward. Not just the concept of double attack. It is still a very powerful. We saw it in Yamato back in the early days, way back when, right? So the Yamato was kind of like how it would steal some games. You're going to see this, I think, more in other decks as people kind of tech this in, realizing that double attack, just getting that one through, is enough to create a tempo swing to take in what is currently in existence with today's meta. Would you agree?
Yeah, and all these cards aren't leader locked, so you can play them in any deck you want.
Absolutely. You've got the other ones that I think that are most important here, and we can talk about. There's so much. You got the searchers, guys. So you have the stuff that combo well to draw in the engine. Most of these events are doing 1 to 2k of counter, allowing you to draw, cycle, search, and really dig through the deck, because the deck. One of the things I think this deck excels the most in is consistency.
Yes.
The amount that you can use these zero cost events and these other cards to just quickly dig through the deck, grab the cards you're looking for to make sure that you have the answer. One of them being right here, this SR Enel. Can you tell me what this one does?
So it and the other Enel, the other 6 calls SCC Enel, both have, if you're have 6 or less Don cards on your field, this character can't be removed from your opponent's field by effects, and it gains plus 2,000 power. And then active main, Don -1, this character gains blocker until your opponent's next end phase, then trash 1 card from your hand.
Yeah, so this is essentially a 10k for 6 Dawn.
Yep.
And it can be a blocker on activate main. You can turn it into a blocker anytime you want to.
Yep.
A 10k blocker, mind you, because this is being played in L. I think that leader locking it the way they did, it's still good at 6 if you ask me, but really what's this deck being used for? It's for now. You've got these massive swings and massive bodies. And then we have the new secret rare that's also, I believe, a manga, correct, right?
Yep.
What's this one doing?
So on play Don -1, you're going to look at the top 5 cards of your deck, and then you get to add 1 to your hand, then place the rest on the bottom in any order, then you trash 1 card from your hand.
Yeah, you're digging through, you're getting the right answers, you know what you're looking for. You want the events that freeze. Maybe you're looking for some blockers in the mid game. It really, it's a kind of toolbox that doesn't search for its answers, but it digs for them.
Right? I mean, that one is the searcher.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not like it doesn't go through the deck.
No.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, because you and me playing Magic, we're too used to tutors being something you look through the entire deck. But this one, the searching effect here, you're digging, you're trying to find the right answers, and it's just you've got some the blocker choices that are sometimes in and out of certain decks with a Sanji, the Vinsmoke Reiju. Like, these are things that you can play. Some people don't. I'd say probably the sneaker one. A lot of people are saying that a lot of people have been playing the Senior Pink as a new addition here. And why do you think they're playing this?
Oh, it's just real good. So 5 Don, you get to play it, then -1, and then you get to add up to any purple event with 5 or less, which most of yours are 0, and then you get to set 1 as active. So
it just replaces itself, and you get to get that purple event, which is just, I mean, look at this deck. There's so many options of things you can play, and so many things that people do play.
The only one that Ace has to be scared of is probably the SR event.
Okay, this one with the right here, right?
Yep.
The Mamaragan. And why does Ace care about this?
Because this one can just rest his blockers.
Yeah.
So it can rest 5,000 power. You Don -2, you draw a card, then you rest a 5,000 power. But the Marco's one above that, but there's a lot of cards like the Satori or the other event that will minus 1k.
Absolutely, and it is working pretty well with the rest of the meta right now.
Yeah.
And I can definitely see what you mean. Like, he just punched in through that last little hit. And honestly, the strongest thing that I have to say about Enel today, it's not like that 6 limit to Dawn. This thing on turn 2 is typically going through about 12 Dawn, realistically.
Yeah.
You're cycling so much, you activate the main, you bring it all back. You go in, you swing, you cycle it all over, you do it again. Like, there's so many times that you can use this leader ability. You're one of the few decks that's actually playing outside of green with their restands. You're really playing with like 12 a turn.
Yeah.
Almost consistently every time. And that's just with the leader effect. You don't need all the rest of the cards that most green decks have to play to make those extended turns to play with more Dawn, right?
Correct.
So I'd say, honestly, this is probably why it's the most, it is the strongest deck within the format right now. It's not unbeatable, guys. It is very beatable. Hopefully we'll see some of that today in many of our matches, because Enel was featured quite a bit. I'd say it made up over 50% of our entire makeup of the event. It was a good call that there was going to be so many Enel players. So I expected as much. I think there's going to be a lot of people out there, but if you guys have been watching Twitter like I have, Enel's not getting all the tops, guys. A lot of the leaders you're going to see today are actually getting the tops and the wins in these events, because nationwide we're all having the stores hosting similar events to what we are here. Bilma says, I did order cards to build my first deck. Your Lucy, is it a good pick for your first deck? It's not terrible, actually. Lucy's really, it's not terrible. I think it's a good deck. It's cheap enough for you to build, and something that it will allow you to have at a certain power level at what we currently are playing at today. So, do you think it will still be a good deck after a few extensions? Honestly, yes. I think anything that's being printed at this time is a good option to stay pretty relevant within the last 3 or 4 sets of One Piece to stay relevant in competition. And there will be some surprise hits in the earlier 2-block and 3-block, similar to what Skydog is reminding me here that the red Newgate I showed earlier was not. It was in block 1, it rotated out. So, thank you, Skydog. I appreciate that. That deck in itself, I think, is a very good deck. I think it's very strong. It has a lot of really cool win cons. I played it myself. Very fun. Draws like crazy. You could deck yourself, so be careful. You can literally draw through your entire deck. It did put up some good results, I think, even in the event. We're seeing some people the last couple rounds still in the top tables with Lucy. So yeah. I would definitely recommend it. I think it's a fantastic deck for anybody out there. We are in the progressive part of the game where power creep is going to be a thing, always will be, but never ever sleep on some of those older ones, because sometimes it's just 2 or 3 cards that they didn't expect to work really well to make an older deck good again.
Yeah. So we learned that with Gecko Moria when that came out. Made a lot of other black decks really better.
Yeah, right? Thank you, Bill. I appreciate the question. We're going to get into round 1 between our 2 opponents here. Pork Gusty Ace versus Purple Enel. Let's get into it. Let's see how we're going to start this tournament. Is Enel going to start showcasing some immediate power, or will Ace
I have a question.
dominate? Go ahead.
So, who do you think would win a fight, Enel or Ace? They're both Logia type fruit.
That's true. Like, it would kind of just like go right through them, right?
Yeah.
That's a great question. I think now, did Ace ever present hockey? Because Enel never used hockey, and Ace never used hockey in his entire time either. So neither of them were really introducing the concept of being able to overcome each other's Logia users.
There's speculation about Enel having
observation hockey. Okay. But you never use like armament or the things you would need to hit a Lugia user, right? So both of them kind of like going through each other. I'd say it'd have to come down to exhaustion. I think Porkos Ace has the wits to outwit Enel, but I think the power structure, Enel has the power to keep going. I'm curious on the chat what you guys think. Please comment down below what you guys think of that question. A really good question. All right, Michael, starting off with exactly what you want to be seeing in this deck. You got your first turn where you really can't be doing much. It says on turn 2 you can start ramping, so you really want to get your searches on early, putting in to get an early event. We'll see if you can back it up with 2 copies of it. That's usually pretty good in this. He can also follow it up if he wants to with like one of those 1 cost to let him draw a card, or use a 0 cost to allow him to draw. Get the end, get that graveyard ready, because if the trash has 4 more, that's when some of the other cards really start syncing up pretty well.
Yeah, like the Reiju that's in his hand.
Yeah, right. So we got another Izu coming out here from Tim. Both of them starting off with some Searcher bodies. I like it. this is extremely relevant in this matchup. You're going to want to have some low body attackers, especially since for most cards in Michael's deck, after they've swung their first turn, most of them go back to 2K. Yep. So if you have some like early low cost bodies that can kind of threaten those smaller ones from those 6K swings, you're going to be in a better position. You don't want to be wasting your bigger, like, more expensive characters to remove these kind of like weenie-esque characters. Would you agree?
Yeah. So you really like these characters are just gonna, if he decides to use leader effect and put 4 down on the pudding and swing, it's just gonna die right back.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Oh, it might not actually. Yeah, those are zeros.
Yeah, a lot of zeros, a lot of like counter, but those ones mostly for leader too. Papa Squizzard in the chat says they call it a mantra in Skypiea, but it Nell shows nearly the strongest observation hockey in the series. Concur.
Well, they don't confirm that it's observation hockey. It's more
alluded to
because it's also, they kind of base it off of his Logia fruit, because it's lightning. You can hear the sounds from far away, and
all right, it looks like Tim is on the take and draw from leader ability, and this is what we were talking about, these 2K swings constantly being 6K power. I thought this would be like a deck that you would love, to be honest with you, because this is what we used to call the Marcus Special.
Oh, yeah.
When you load up a 1 cost with a bunch of Dawn. This one being enabled by the leader, of course. And I think it's really neat that it was a 4 Dawn to most of these 2K bodies, making it perfect swing 6-6. So it wasn't like 3 Dawn to make it a 5 into a 6 cost. Like they were really thinking like, okay, we got a lot of 2K body characters on here. We want to make sure it can swing into a 6K leader at least and get some use out of it. So that already seen its play, and I think we're probably going to see something similar with this other pudding next turn. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, no reason not to, right?
Right.
I think the pudding that's on the field is pretty safe.
Yeah. Easy was a 0, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So this one, it would take a Dawn allocation, sadly, but it wouldn't take as much as like if he'd had something like maybe wanted to use a Marco to stall for a little bit for this turn. This would be a perfect turn for Marco. He is at 5 Dawn. So we can get that, Dawn underneath it and be able to put out the 4/4 Marco blocker. And here it is, the Marco blocker, just like I called it. We got ourselves a 6K blocker. This is perfect to allow Tim to really start adding more cards to his hand to get back into it. He's already down 2 to 3 on the swings here. Only thing that's really getting the attack in is the leader, but these Ezos might be putting in some value here soon. They're able to sacrifice an attack and help them start digging for certain cards.
Draw 1 and put 1 on the bottom.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we'll see when Tim wants to pull that trigger, if you will, to bottom deck these Ezos. But he's in a good position, I think, right now. Good, fair, healthy hand here. And here we see our first 6 cost Anel. This one's the Searcher.
Yep.
So not a blocker, not a rusher, but already has a 10K body on the field and threatening massive swings here up against Tim.
Yeah, and it's a really good searcher. You search any card and don't reveal
you don't even have to reveal it too to verify what it is. There's so much unspoken about you being able to not have to reveal a card to your opponent, because a lot of these searchers, while it's nice that you can keep searching, you're kind of telecasting your turn ahead of time. You know what I mean? Yeah. And with this, it's a search, and you're like, oh gosh, what did he get? What is he missing? And you don't have to give that away. Sometimes you can learn a lot by what people search. You're like, oh, they were missing a top end, or oh, they were looking for 2K counter, so they must be light on counter. Like when you see people use a late game searcher for a 2K counter, it's usually a good indicator. Oh, they're probably really light on counters. They're trying to stock up.
And here goes the combo I said earlier about the minusing the Marco and then resting it.
Mm-hmm. Already got the event resting that doesn't have to worry about it. This one
gonna KO the
Ezo.
Ezo.
Why not? I mean, it's just one less card drawn here, and he's not like he's gonna have a whole lot of targets with that, honestly. Anyways, here comes 6 into life here, asking for 1. We'll see what Tim gives him. Tim probably another Jozu, another 1K.
He knows there's another 7 coming, maybe.
He hasn't used leader ability yet. It looks like he was indicating he's going to now, so we're going to at least see another 6K swing coming to life here. And Tim probably a little disappointed he lost his blocker so early, because he was probably trying to fill up for the next turn here. We'll see if it can survive again. If Michael can follow up with another rest, it's going to put him in a commanding position and own the play to end this one out here after the Don -0, or Don -1 to draw. Yep. So we have ourselves a pretty substantially healthy board here. A 10k swinging. You have two characters. You can load the Dawn underneath, and then you can minus and do it again if you care to. So there's potentially 3 swings coming in next turn. Start at 7k Zorro.
Yeah.
This is a great new addition from the newest AOP 15. I like this. This one powering up the leader up additional 2k till next turn. So allowing him to really start getting some high defense value here. It'll make it a little bit easier anyway when trying to get out. Now, sadly, that is going to mean he doesn't have Dawn underneath his leader, so he's not going to be able to get the draw effect if he has to use the blocker this turn. Do you think that's going to be a big deal?
I don't think it's going to be a big deal because it's not, you won't get the extra draw, but you still get the 2.
Mm-hmm.
So.
And Marco's just a great one. But Michael, of course, what do you think he's going to be digging this turn to try and rest that blocker?
Probably. He's still drawing 2 cards, which you don't want anyone to do. So
yeah. Well, and when you're looking at Procrastination, and you've seen the list before, it's really kind of counter light because it doesn't need too much counter.
Yeah.
Given it's a 6k body that constantly keeps getting bigger and bigger, and you got blockers at 12ks, it doesn't need to run a substantial amount of counter in hand. So if he's able to prevent Tim from being able to get any kind of draw effects on with his Marco, it's going to really eliminate the chance that he has enough counter to deal with this 6k, 10, and now 10 after this new search K.
Looks like he's going to rest the blocker.
He's got the event. Let's see if he does it. I mean, I don't believe he's activated leader ability up to this point yet. If I'm wrong, please correct me.
He has not. Yeah. He just played the 6 cost nail.
So he can go start turboing through some of his events to start minusing some of those Dawn to help him activate that leader ability to get the 4 rested.
And the good thing about it, they always replace themselves. So
right.
It's not like you're running out of.
Well, I've seen so many times where the audio is a little bit quiet, by the way. Okay, we'll start turning that up for you. Thank you very much for the feedback. Appreciate that. Turning it up just a bit here for you, Papa Squizzard. Appreciate that. Thank you. Anyone out there, if you see anything out there, it's harder for us to see. We can't hear ourselves. So that kind of feedback really does help the stream.
All right, popping the other EZO and plussing the pudding.
Yeah, let me tell. Getting that sound check out there, Papa Squizzard. Let me know if we got that fixed. All right, using the leader ability to put out the 4 rested Dawn. Of course, if he doesn't, it's just however many can. He does get an active Dawn out of this, and he's going to use it all for a 7k swing here.
It's bigger because of the event, so it's 8.
Yeah, 8k coming into 8. Tim really going to have to start, giving up some of these. Here comes 10 into 8. We going to see a Marco block at this point?
This is the last swing he can do this turn.
Yep. Because he already used leader ability, so he can't get 2 big swings out there. A lot of cards in here from Michael, too, and he's really been stressing Tim's hand.
Does Tim have a 2k and a 1k to get out of this?
Yeah, if he does, it looks like he's going to have like 3 cards left, too. Going for Marco block, we expected this. Sadly, he's not going to get the 3, and I think that's probably what was on his mind that whole time. But like, dang, I can't get the 3 draw, and I really need that as much draw power as I possibly can for this. Papa Squizzard, thank you so much for the Prime subscription. That is awesome. Thank you out there. I really appreciate that. Always helpful. It goes a long way, guys. Thank you so much for those subscriptions. They every little bit helps. It helps with the funding of all the free packs we give away every single time we go live. It really does. I really do appreciate it. Another follow-up back-to-back Roto Zorro on the play here. So we have another turn where this Procrastination is going to be at 8. I don't know of any cheaper blockers in this deck, though. Have they upgraded to have like a 1-cost, 2-cost blocker? No. Like, most of the blockers are kind of like big game, but this one, at least he's going to have Dawn underneath, so if Michael does decide to go for board here, at least he can be able to get a draw out of it.
He'd also use the new event to minus the Anela and swung into it.
All right, well, that one got through, which is really surprising. Michael down to 1 life now. And the other rush coming in, now cleaning up board. See, this is where I told you I want those searchers. Because how bad does that feel to send a 7K?
It's 9K, and it's a character rush anyways.
It's character rush.
He only has character rush.
There was another thing you could hit. Okay, so it isn't that bad.
Yeah.
Okay, isn't that bad. Thank you for the correction. You're right. Yeah. Because I knew I had rush, I didn't realize it was just character rush. For those at home, a new thing that they've been doing, it's kind of like the Kobe effect, where it says all your sword units. I wish it would say just character rush, but that's just the case it is. It allows you to attack a character on the build. When characters have to be rested in order for you to attack them. Unless it's specified otherwise. There's always outliers. All right, back to Michael's turn here. 6 Dawn for this turn. Healthy hand.
He has to take care of these Zoros, though.
Well, in 1 life, like, I really wouldn't want to see too many of these things coming at him. And he's got to be worried, because this is the 7 Dawn. We're at 9, I think, on this Dawn turn. Next turn is at 10. He can start hard casting blocker beards if he doesn't have Iron White Beard.
Yeah. Here comes the Gamma Knife to minus the Zoro by 5.
5? Wow, so it should be down to 2 at this point then. Or 3, right? It's an 8K swing?
9.
9K swing, excuse me. So it should be down to 4.
I believe.
4K body. Michael might be going for some cleanup. I haven't seen him use leader ability just yet. Just going to do a basic lead into Zoro. Now, the text on Forecast the Ace, is it base 6K power? Or is it 6K power? When you lose a 6K, when one don't attach and they lose a power.
It's not base.
It's not base. So this actually will avoid the leader trigger.
Yes.
For the draw. Interesting. So Tim looking like he might try to counter out of it. It's going to take a lot out of his hand here, though, right? Like at least a 2K.
Take a 2K, and then you have to worry about his life.
Other swing. I mean, you got so many other swings.
It's also just 1 card because of leader effect too.
That's true. He can give it -2 for the battle. That's true. It could be any card if he wants to use leader ability earlier now. I'm gonna let it go and let for the draw. You sure it's not base?
It might be base.
Something we'll check after this.
Yeah.
We'll check after this game. Looks like we're getting very close to the end game here, so I don't want to miss it.
Swing and minus.
Swing minusing there.
Now it's an 8.
Really just trying to get that effect online. I like that play there. Really not doing much, but ooh, this is gonna be good for a big swing here.
That Zoro might not live any longer.
Yeah, I think Michael is switching tactics here, going board, and which makes sense given he's got his opponent down to 2 life, and without his opponent being able to really substantially put out more than 1 character next turn, he's winning the battle here. There's not a lot that Tim can answer back, and now he's going to be focused on another having to worry about all the bodies here. And of course, Michael just put up a blocker with this Reiju.
Yeah, let's see if Blocker Beard comes down.
It maybe a hard cast, maybe an Iron Whitebeard. I've been terrible to see. I think I see one.
He has the Iron Whitebeard in hand.
So we do have an opportunity to get 1 out with 2 extra Dawn. He does have the potential for Uda. We don't know if it's in his deck, but Uda could be a follow-up play to double blocker for the turn. Yeah. If he goes Iron Whitebeard, gets out the Blocker Beard.
Iron Whitebeard.
Here's a Blocker Beard. This one again going to take a life. Risky here for Tim. Taking that optional life here to get the 2K boost. Excuse me.
Crashing in an Iron Whitebeard event.
Yeah, for the draw discard. Building from the Newgate, the Blocker Beard here. Now Newgate's going to attach 2 to a character and to the leader. We still have 2 open. Imagine if I'm Tim here, I really want to get this, at least the Enel off the board if possible. What are you thinking?
Probably will just get a Reiju block.
Likely, yeah. So, I mean, trying to threaten it, it is one of Michael's best characters left on the field. It is the biggest threat on the field right now, even though the rest of them can poke. Maybe. It's a lot of investment for these things. I think when you're leaving Forecast the Ace at 8.
But it's 10K into 10K, which is also just a 1K.
Yeah, it's just a 1K out. Like, I think I'd like this if you can constantly keep Forecast the Ace in the 8. The weenies can't really attack into it.
Going for life is probably better.
Okay, so do you think he did it?
I don't.
He got the block, regardless of what it was.
I think he
got the block.
pointed to the Enel.
Okay.
But he put 2 more Dawn on it.
All right, both players at 1 life. How close are we to the end game here?
Should be. It's possible it could be this turn, but I think it's going to be either next turn for Ace or the turn after for Michael.
Oh, here's that senior pink we were just talking about. This has been
the Gamma Knife.
To get the Gamma Knife back. Oh my gosh.
He's looking to do it.
To shrink the Newgate low enough to rest it and then punch through? Is that what you're talking about? Gamma Knife. He is reducing it.
By 5, so what's 7?
So now 7.
And then swing, some minus.
Yep.
And then some minus again. So minus another 2 more.
Now remember, if you're new to this game, he's not really doing anything attacking lower into higher, but he is allowed to swing, so he can get the activate on attack here.
And then the rest with the event.
So he does have the event. He has successfully lured all the attacks with those Ohms attacks. And now he's got free reign to start. Ooh, okay. All right. Going lead into attack here. This just basically forcing Tim to have to defend the blocker beard here. It is in his best interest to do so. But by getting some of those cards out of his hand, that means he's going to be more susceptible to this Anel swing.
Yeah.
And get him down to almost 0 life here. This putting likely at going into white beard. I think it's just a little bit less than what he can do to get into to life here. And here comes a swing, and now Tim's going to have to defend life. If he has it, if he takes it, it's going to be a huge indicator. He's really bricked up here. Now I haven't really got a good glimpse at his hand here, but I know how much this deck can brick up sometimes. We'll have to see what side of the deck that Tim has. Definitely the tank doesn't want to give up too much of his resources for his next turn, but he might have
There's
to.
10 into 10, right?
8. He does have the ability for the leader to, but because I don't remember him using the leader effect ever. I wonder if Tim might have forgotten, maybe, or just, who knows. I didn't see any activation leader ability yet. It's going to be on him. All right, Tim, empty board, facing down this menace of a board here by Michael. He's got 2 Ohms, a pudding. Senior Pink's probably going to get an attack off next turn, so long as Tim doesn't do some more...
To try to filters or get more card.
Yeah. All right, gonna filter through use the Otama here. Great callback to the story with those two.
Oh yeah.
Now, if he gets rid of more than one more Dawn, we know I Am Whitebeard is now officially off the table.
Let's get rid of 2 more.
Well, he's got 9 Dawn left here, but he looks like he's trying to separate into some attacks here. So I'm guessing, based on what we're seeing, the way he's trying to split, we're going to get one big swing from leader. What do you think? Going into a Nell to try to kind of like loosen the pressure and then put a blocker out?
I think you just have to probably just play blockers at this point.
What do you think about going life and trying to get him down and then blockers and then hoping you can get a massive swing in if Michael can't block up? What do you think of that strategy?
I'm not sure about going to life. I think you just swing at one of the ohms.
Okay. Get them off the field.
Get them off the field because what their minus is
It's what's enabling him just to not even be able to play blocker beard. Or at least literally just eliminated the last one. Yeah, Tim definitely in the tank with this one. He's not in a really good position either. He's got to think about how he can get that last life and also come back from this 5-character board. All right, shows you the play. Going to bounce to bounce. That'll kind of delay one of the ohms. Maybe you still can save the swing for the other ohm here. Is that where we're going? Is it going ohm?
No, this should be 9k to life.
Okay. Now, a lot of the events that we see from Enel actually can protect the leader here, so we'll see if he's got a lot of counters in hand.
He has a lot of counters.
Yeah, he's got a lot of counters. 2K Frankie blocker. I like that addition. That's pretty good. But on the take, interesting. A little dangerous if you ask me, because if you don't end it this turn, you do have to fear that the Roger could be coming down next turn. Yeah. And that would be some pretty threatening swings here. Like, you're going to have to worry about a 6K body, a 7K body, and a 13K body coming in without being able to access your blocker. I wonder if Michael's thinking that one through. Or is Tim even running the card? Did we see it in hand or anything?
We have not seen it in hand, or he hasn't trashed it. So,
all right. So we'll see. He's got some blockers put to the front, so it looks like that might be where his head is at. Michael just needs to get through one life, 6K body. Now all those 4K leader abilities to put those 2K bodies into him. Going to get some massive damage. And big swing here, 10 and a 6. Looking for 5K counters from hand here. It looks like we got 6 cards in hand here for Tim. It's going to cost him 3 at least. Definitely limiting the amount of counter that Tim's going to be able to have to counter out of the next attack. Based on how this happens, too, he can use the leader ability to grab the life, draw a card, go 2 up, and hope he can defend against a 6K swing, a 10K swing, And the senior pink, remind me, is a 5K swing. So that was
5 can't attack him.
yeah, 5 can't do anything. He does have 1 open, notably. So the 4 that he rested, he's going to have to remove from an L first, of course. Take and draw. That was the play it went.
Here comes the bonus.
All right.
Sweet.
Gonna start drawing. Probably gonna see Michael go through a lot of these right now to try and get as many out there so we can utilize the leader ability to get the rested Dawn underneath. Looks like he's giving the 1K power to Senior Pink, so that is gonna be additional swing on top of that. Yep, Michael just reducing, drawing, adding some counter to his hand. Ooh, has a resting too. What do you think? Is it gonna...
That's really good for him because he just Dawn -2
and gets rid of all of it. Now we can activate the leader ability. Attach full rested to any of the 2K bodies. That gives him an additional swing this turn. And Michael wondering, like, what do I do?
Or does
here?
he just go taller? Because he can just put 4 or 5 on an L, go 15.
Yeah?
No, 16.
All right, no, he's trying to divide and conquer here. So we have a 10 again. Tim gonna have to give up 3 cards this time. If he wants to survive this game, it's got to be 2K, 2K, 2K.
One doesn't matter if it's a 2K or not from...
It's true. It looks like all 2Ks. Yeah,
all 2Ks.
Yep. There goes all 2Ks, but that's a substantial amount of his hand. Hasn't used leader ability yet. Looks like we're trying to possibly get some plus-ups on...
Just trying to dig.
Yep. Look for other events to kind of push up this now. 12K.
Effect.
Oh, no. Tim doesn't have it. And Nell takes it down. Poke in. He had the Roger.
Yeah, next turn.
He had the Roger next turn, so if Michael goes for the blocker strategy, it's over for him. And Tim just needs to buy them.
Cards.
You think in his hand he had enough cards?
Yeah.
For all 3 of those swings?
Yeah.
All right. I believe you. I didn't get to look at that. I had to piecemeal.
That's
his deck. That's how you know that's his deck.
No.
This is his hand over here.
Yeah,
this is his hand over here.
That's basically his deck.
That's going to do it for round 1, guys. What an epic finish here. I'd love to have seen Ace drop I'd love to see him check at least. I would love to have seen Roger counter out of it to see if he could. Tim, sadly, as we saw, 1 piece of counter in his hand. The rest of it was just not there. It's not there. It's a very expensive deck, and it really hurts when Michael controlled the board state as well as he did, getting rid of those characters nonstop, back and forth, back and forth. It's just absolutely insane. But it now demonstrating exactly why it is one of the top decks in the format today. Yeah.
Very impressive.
Yeah, and especially against a deck that used to be the oppressive deck. Like, that deck used to be the deck that everyone feared. And now Anel is just showing his face here. So maybe, since we just watched it, Anel would be the winner. Who's to say? All right, we're going to take a quick break, very quick. We got the next round up here before we take a little bit of a longer one. We got to get the board set up, get ready for round 2. Michael is back at it again. We're going to be 2 back-to-backs with Michael here, so we're going to see another Purple NL with the same deck he played, trying to defend his title to see if he can get into the finals, and we'll see how far that goes. But lucky enough for him, was able to go back-to-back at Table 1. When we come back, we'll see who he's playing and what leader he's playing, and some of the stuff that's in there. Thank you for your feedback. Please keep commenting, and please comment for your chance to win one of these 2 free packs. Could be anything in these things. Anything. We'll find out when we come back.
Oh yeah, your past might be checkered, but who's it? We all know that the good can't lie alone. She needs the company of the bad and the broke. I'll never take for granted her love, no I won't. When you've had your share of them all. You're higher than ever before, feeling lighter, 'cause of what you let go, and look out at the story below. Like all of the heartaches and bruises left on the road, and make a brand new deep now even girl. You're wiser. Look at your life, panorama. Broke through the clouds, looking down, you can see it now. 360 degrees of heat spinning round. Trace the road round you go on the real life. that you picked a real nice path. We all know that the good can't fly alone. She needs the company of the bad and the broke. I'll never take for granted her love, no I won't. When you've had your share of them all, you're higher than ever before, feeling lighter. Cause of what you let go, make you look out at the story below. Like all of the heartache, bruises, left on the road, and we could burn you, but this could be diving cold. You're wiser, look at your life in panorama, panorama.
And welcome back to Humble Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D, and with me,
Marcus.
And we are here for round 2 of this regional event. We just saw Enel just really start dominating towards the late game. They're really showcasing how strong this leader ability is and taking down a blue-red ace. Now we're about to see him take down the brother. Monkey D. Luffy, red green. Now this one I've seen actually on Twitter on multiple different chats of people across the United States posting this as a winning deck right now. It's the red green from like 2 sets ago, and we're going to go into what this deck is kind of like made up and some of the cards. For those just tuning in for this video or might have missed it, we had some technical issues with the Bandai app and we couldn't get the deck list for these individuals, so the cards that you're seeing today are not actually the deck list of the cards. Some cards that mistakenly are rotated out, and I do apologize ahead of time for that. I just had to grab something from my arsenal of all the decks that I've ever hosted here to have something to look at so we can talk about the decks and then kind of explain exactly what the deck is trying to accomplish. So if you want these deck lists, please stay tuned. On Patreon is where I usually post these. So when the system does come back up and I'm able to get the copies, I will be loading those to my Patreon. Those are absolutely for free. Always, always, always for free content when it comes to that stuff. I don't know if it's me or what, but the audio sounds off. I don't know. I mean, I really appreciate that. Vocaster is looking pretty good. It's really loud, too.
Really loud.
Really loud. Let me see if I can hear it on my own here. I don't know if it's me or what,
Oh, yeah.
The audio sounds off. Midnight, you're awesome. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? We're going to try and hear ourselves to try to get this thing fixed. It's every single time we do these. Every single time we do these flagships. There's always some audio issues.
That's crazy. It's true that we do have a lot of audio issues for no reason though.
I know, it's always audio issues, right? It is so bad. It is noticeably bad. This is so bad. And I can see...
I wonder what the problem could be.
Yeah. It sounds better now, are you sure?
It sounds better? Does it sound better? Hello.
Like, can you hear me out there? Does it sound a little bit better? It sounds better now, are you sure? I don't know, it doesn't sound that great to me. Am I?
It's a little. It's like not as scratchy.
Yeah,
now.
I can hear a little bit of scratching in the back here. Yeah, let's turn this off and on again. Yeah. Oh, never mind. When you louder, it seems to get really scratchy. Yeah, when I get loud.
So it's only when we get loud that it gets scratchy?
Yeah. Trying to turn this down a bit here. So I can even hear our own voice here coming out, scratching through. Oh, never mind. When you louder, it seems to get really scratchy. Yeah, when I get loud.
I wonder why.
Yeah. Trying to turn this down a bit here.
I mean, we already know what happened to Anel after fighting Luffy, you know.
Yeah, right? Wait, that's like the feedback from this. Let's go. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Do you have a gain function on your mic setup, so you need to adjust that? Multipass? Yeah, we got a gain function. We do know he's on the moon. Yes. Well, Papa's quiz. Yes, he's on the moon. He's talking about. I thought he was talking about something else.
The Moon Man.
All right. I'll tell you what. I am gonna do a quick outro, do the gain test, and see if we can get that fixed. And then when we come back here, we'll start it off as if nothing had happened. Guys, stay tuned. We'll be back in just like a couple seconds. All right, it sounds a little better now. A little bit better. I want a little bit better than that.
Hey,
Lonely, good to see you. We'll be right back. And welcome back to Humbro Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D. And here we are trying desperately to fix the audio problems that we seem to always have. But thank you, Midnight, for bringing it to our attention. Thank you for telling us what's going on. I cannot seem to run a flagship without something happening with the audio. We have a major event, something very fun, something awesome. The audio works perfect when I don't care. But then when I do, it's trash.
Poop.
This sounds good. This sounds good. I don't know at home. You tell me. It's a lot less scratchy. That's what I thought. We just did a little auto gain thing. Sounds good. Thank you, Midnight. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, for YouTube's sakes, I'm going to give myself an opportunity to do a cut and pretend like I didn't just have some terrible audio issues the last one. I'm glad you said something before we got to the finals, because the finals match is going to be chef's kiss. Ooh. It's going to be a great match. We got some great stuff coming your way. But all right, so we're going to queue for all those at home. This is for YouTube's sake. This isn't for you. This is to show you sometimes I like to make the edits and cuts. I'm terrible at this. I really am. I'm getting better. But we're going to do a nice cut for the YouTubes. So if it looks like, wait a minute, did I just deja vu? Didn't he just do that? Yes. Yes. So I'll be right back. We'll come back and let's get this thing party started again. Midnight. Thank you. Thank you for bringing it to my attention. I can never hear these things, so I don't know. So it really means a lot. It does. Seriously, guys. If you ever hear something like that, I'm trying to make some good professional quality stuff. It's not supposed to sound like you're sitting in the back of a trunk being kidnapped. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Humbro Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D, and with me,
Marcus.
And we're here for round 2 of this amazing event. If you watched the last video here, you would have seen Purple and L in round 1 taking down Red Blue Portgas Diaz. Now, guess who he's up against?
Let's say Brooke. I love Brooke.
I love Brooke too. But no, this one is going to be up against Red Green Monkey D. Luffy. So we're going to see an actual an actual Monkey D. Luffy go up against an L. We know what happened to the manga. We know what happened. Can we see it happen again in this epic gameplay is the question we're going to see today. Because right now, Michael's on a hot streak. It was on table 1. He's on table 1 again. So he's on the second row. He's going to be fighting through to see if he can get to the top. He's got one of the decks a lot of people know are really good. So I understand that he's definitely thinking this is the deck to take. But is it strong enough to get over Monkey Luffy? Yeah. Who, honestly, guys, I've been watching a lot of Twitter feeds. I've been watching a lot of stuff. It's been topping quite a bit. It's been cleaning up locals. It's been cleaning up events. It's been doing a really good job of like representing itself as a absolute menace. And it's two sets old. Yeah. 2 sets old. The turtle deck is what we call it. The turtle deck. And we'll explain why. As we go into the next couple deck lists, the cards you see are not the exact card lists and quantity that are going to be in this deck list. We had issues and problems with the system when it came to Bandai, which I'm sorry, because once I have those things fixed, it'll be on Patreon down below. You can check it on a link in YouTube or on Twitch. Check out the Patreon. Join for free. You don't have to give me money yet. Like, maybe I'll give some really cool product to make it worth your while to spend money on here. But right now, Patreon is just a nice location where I can talk to you, post the deck list, and keep all the really cool guys and all the cool information and evolutions of what's happening in Humble Pie. But you can join absolutely for free today. I'd love to have you. Let's get into the deck list. Let's talk about what we're about to see today between Luffy and Enel and their great rematch at OP15.
Yeah.
So we kind of went over this pretty well last one. Yeah. We kind of like really covered all of what this thing is. I still find it important because we got new people showing up. Tell me, what is this leader trying to do?
This leader is trying to play out these weak bodies and then pumping them up with leader effect. If it's your second turn or later, you get to add 1 as active, and then you add 4 rested, and then you just give 4 rested on to one of your characters. So those 2Ks become 6Ks very easily, and just start wailing on your opponent.
Yeah, this is one of the decks I was saying last time. It was just like this deck can go through on turn 2 like 12 Dawn, real easy. Yeah, real easy. You can get this thing going through like just constantly cycling through, using leader ability, returning a bunch of Dawn, and then bringing it right back, and really utilizing just about 12 Dawn a turn, which is just absolutely insane for how fast it gets there. Green used to be the deck that would play with more than 10 Dawn with the idea of restands and whatnot. Purple was always kind of like just ramp to get there as fast as possible. Now ramp is kind of like living best of both worlds. What do you think?
Yeah. This is basically purple in its finest.
Right? So this deck, as you were talking about, a bunch of 2K bodies, and the 1 cost 2K bodies, the ones you got to fear the most, of course. You want to watch out for this Holly. You you don't want this or Ohm swinging in for double attack, because one of these things land, the game's almost pretty much over. It is absolutely devastating to take the hits from this. It was a menace in the pre-release, and now it's a menace in the format. We've had a lot of people been adding this in your paint to get the events back here.
I think it's a really good ad because it also sets one of your Dons active, so you can use a 2-drop event.
Yep. So I mean, the added access to that active Dawn, like you said, on the 6 Dawn turn. Of course, the big menaces here. You've got the blocker Enel, 6 cost, that's 10k power. You have to activate by minusing, but this deck wants to, guys. That's how you use 12 Dawn. Yeah. You have to be able to minus. And then you have this one that allows you to search. And it is also a 10k body in this build that just can't be removed. You can't do anything to them.
I know, and then in round 1, or was it round 1, right?
Yeah, round 1. Yeah,
round 1. We seen how really good that SR event was. He played it 3 times.
3 times. They could go through and play it multiple times because seeing your pink getting stuff back. I mean, you got so many cards that are just really utilizing like the best of the best that this deck can offer. It allows cards for like just people to cycle through, draw through, synchronize. I think this is arguably one of the most consistent decks because it has such a low curve. It's so easy to accomplish, and it just does one of the best decks that can dig through. And it's not even blue. It's insane. Now he's going to be going up against these turtle deck, the Monkey D. Luffy turtle deck. What's this all about?
This is all about you want to have a down on your leader always. Yep. So you're going to try to play things that will give your leader a rested Don. So that, and then you want stuff that restands your Don either at the end of turn or when it comes in, so that you can use its leader effect. So you have 5 or less active Don on your field. You can rest any number for every Don you rested this way up to your leader or Straw Hat type character gains plus 2,000. So every Don becomes a 2K.
Yeah.
It's just so.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane. Like, you get just your Don. You don't even have to use resources from your hand. It's just constantly, and it's why we called it the turtle deck. because it's constantly restanding, and you're constantly having to fight through the fact that you got to attack enough to warrant. So it means you're always going to be attacking 2 up, because you want to get at least activation of 2 Dawn per swing, minimum 2 Dawn per swing, to get through, because most turns is going to have all 5 access to all 5 Dawn here. And it's going to have blockers, it's going to have attackers, it's going to be utilizing big threats that we've always known to be big threats. I want to make sure this isn't block 1. It's block 2, good. So this Voronora Zoro, ever since it's been printed, has been a menace, but everyone's always said, if it survives, if it survives. There's a lot of things that we've seen with power creep that have been given to help you keep this thing alive. Yeah. Not just that you're telecasting, hey, I'm going for game next turn, but they're cards to say, hey, if this thing was to be rested, if this thing was to be removed, you can rest this character or some other character instead. Like you can do other things to protect this card from being removed from the field, and you can get that dreaded 9 K swing 3 times at the low end.
Right now in the meta,
yeah,
removal, not that prevalent.
Welcome back, Little Pound Cake. Just to remind everybody out there, all the deck lists here are not the deck lists that the opponents were actually offering. We're showing cards that we're going to be seeing within here from using older stuff, because the Bondi system would not allow us to access those old deck lists. So we're going to be talking about the leader and this concept of them, not necessarily the exact card for card that these deck lists represented. Once that thing gets up, we'll put it on Patreon. Thank you, Little Pound
Cake.
Cake.
Wish you had the 4-drop Nami in here, the SR,
Mm.
because that one's a real game changer.
Oh, and I bet you it is in here. I mean, we can bring it in if we want here too. And the Red Zoro, of course, that one needs to be in here. Papa Squizzer, good to see you.
There you go.
Right down here. Oh yeah, this one's definitely seeing some play. And we'll get the that Red Zoro.
7 calls.
Everyone's been putting in their decks here. This one right here.
Yep.
So this one absolutely was something I was like, as soon as this thing comes out, this is going to be the card to help with this deck.
Oh yeah.
It getting to access to all 5 Dawn. I mean, there's a block or 2 on top of that, but you get all 5 back. Super strong.
But the on play, to rest 2 of your opponent's characters with a cost 8 or less is really good. And then when this deck at the end of turn setting 5 is active, that means, oh, I can use all my Dawn
for the turn.
For the turn.
Yeah, I can play through all the other effects and everything else, and then restand the Dawn to protect my board. And then, of course, we have the new Zoro. That this one's been like skyrocketing in price too, because it's so good. It's got the new thing called Character Rush, or Rush Character. For those new to this concept, it means it can attack rested characters the turn that it happens to come into play, unless you have something that enables them to attack active. It's usually what it means is it attacks a rested character. Go on up with the rest of this, Billy.
So like 7 for 9, and on play, if your leader just gains 2,000 until your end of your opponent's next phase. So not leader locked. Nothing about this card is leader locked.
Yep.
You can play it in any red deck you want.
Oh, absolutely, and it's going to be seen. I mean, we just saw it in Port Costa Ace. It's no surprise we're going to be seeing here in this red-green Luffy. That's been doing pretty well. So there's a lot that this card can really offer the meta, and I mean, I'm going to be putting this thing even in my Nefertari Vivi deck.
Oh, yeah.
Like, why not? I mean, it's just such a good card that you can really get some value from here. I like it. 7 cost, 9K body. Not easy to remove. On top of that, with just
and you can give it actual rush and Vivi.
Yes, exactly. Vivi, give it actual rush. Go. I like it. So a lot of these cards, obviously, is probably going to be playing something Monkey D. Luffy because it's the best searcher in the game. Some of these cards interchangeable.
You mean Garp?
Garp, sorry, thank you. But in some of them, really aren't seeing that many play. I think we still have some block 1 stuff in here too. If I'm not mistaken, I think this right here is block 1.
That Nami's block 1, but I'm not sure if it's rotated out or not.
This one isn't because it's a manga.
Yep.
Yeah, anything that was a manga didn't rotate out. I'm sure there's some block 1 stuff in here.
No.
No. This Green Sanji, that was always equivalent.
Oh.
Is this one of the double attacks here? Yeah, double attacks. These double attacks, double damage thing really going to be putting a lot of work.
one.
And it's the king of the deck. It really is. We're going to see how this thing plays through. People use the new Bonnie Searcher. Oh, it's from... I remember seeing that.
The red one. Yeah.
Oh, 2 ends.
It's okay.
Right here.
Yeah. Should be that one.
You can add that up there and take a look at that as well. Thank you for the comment. So look at the top 4 cards of your deck. Reveal up to 1 Egghead or Straw Hat. True. Yeah, all right. And 2K body. Something that I really want you guys to take it home and thought here. You're going to want more body searchers in in this game, especially with a Nell running around everywhere, you're going to want to have an answer to have something swing into those little 2K bodies in the early game. You don't want to be wasting your leader swing attacking into it. You don't want to be wasting a lot of your mid-game swings into it and the characters. So it's going to be extremely valuable for you to start playing these 2K bodies that can swing into those little 2K bodies from Ohm. And like Ohm and what's his name? Satiori, sorry. Yeah. So I like this. I like the upping that too, because now he's got multiple ways of gaining access to some low searchers and putting those bodies out to counter what we're seeing in this meta. So we have the next brother up in this match. What do you think the odds are that... oh. You saw nothing. You saw nothing. Didn't realize we're still playing. So what do you think the chances are between these two decks?
I think Luffy has a strong chance.
Yeah. It's been putting up great numbers. I like it. It's been putting up great results.
I mean, Luffy always can beat a Nell, right?
Yeah.
Rubber always beats.
Yeah, right? Like, it's not even affected. Turtle deck, I mean, he's literally shouldn't even need to rest on at all. Is there a thing where he says if he plays against Nell, he takes no damage? So anytime a Nell does an attack, he does nothing?
So good.
Right? I honestly would hate that if they made that a rule.
I mean, hey, they did it for Boa. Boas can't affect Luffy.
Like, sure. But I think they've been able to get around that to a degree. Can you imagine if your entire leader could never do any damage to Luffy?
Hey, we just need Sanji not to be able to hit one.
Yeah, right? I mean, there you go. And then Sanji just never sees play. Because everyone's like, I'm going to play Nami. I'm going to play Bonnie. I'm going to play all these. All right, just a nice draw one, because Michael, of course, doesn't have access to all... or the leader ability to get all 6 Dawn. But next turn, likely see him going ham.
Go search here. Let's see if he wants to leave one up for, I guess... No, he probably search again probably after this.
I think this is a really good...
Yeah, look, I told you that Nami just...
Mm-hmm. I love this card. Anything 3 costs or more. Just...
Double searching, making sure your hand is perfect.
But now he has 2 bodies to answer all the weenies that Michael's already putting out here. So Ohm likely going to get a swing in for 6. Nothing open. He doesn't have enough... Dawn open. I believe it's Straw Hat restricted, right? No.
Yes.
He has to have all Straw Hat before he...
No, it's not. You can only pump Straw Hat.
Yes, he only protects Straw Hats. And
Orange,
itself. Yeah. So no open Dawn for this one attack, obviously. What is he going to do for this? But he is going to have at least an answer on the backswing if Michael decides to say, all right, I'm going to start swinging here. He's not going to be able to... Well, he doesn't even have...
He could swing Ohm and then pop one of the Garps.
Okay.
Because the Ohm and minus, and then...
Yeah. Which is even better why he has 2. All right, we got a simple 7 coming in. Opa on the take here. Usually the first one is just an obvious open take here. Now we're going to see leader effect activated. We're going to get all 3 Dawn here, underneath it with the active Dawn. We'll see if he decides not to attack. Didn't want to make it vulnerable. I like the play. Michael here, forward thinking, doesn't want it. Yep.
So
he could have attacked for 1, but like, what is it going to do outside of make his own a little more vulnerable?
I think, I was about to say, you just play the Nami to make...
Yeah. Now he does have an answer here, so Garp going to pressure it. Michael, we'll see if he defends it. I didn't think he was going to. Great answer here. 5 coming into life here. We're going to get to restand 4 Dawn here, and the turtle is online.
Nope. He still needs a Dawn on him.
Oh, yes. He needs a Dawn attached to him.
But, I mean,
he does have events. He does have events. Good catch.
But yeah, like I said, that Nami is just so strong into this matchup.
Right.
If he doesn't swing with it, it just goes away.
Right. Yeah, we'll see what Michael's going to do for this turn. Definitely intimidating to see 4 Dawn open. Let's see if Michael forgets that he is not active. Because it is important as a person. They don't have to remind you. You should know how the matchups work, especially in competitive REL. If this was something low school, I'd probably be like, I'd tell you and remind you. No, I have to have the Dawn attached to make my turtle effect active. But we'll see if Michael can see through that. Sees the 4 open. Maybe he's just auto in his head, like, oh, this thing's going to be able to block all my attacks, so maybe I should stop a board.
He doesn't really have a good play. The best play is probably Frankie.
Okay. Yeah, it pulls right to the front. That's a good eye. So go with Frankie blocker. Maybe going for a swing.
Well, for the yeah, but he's gonna filter his hand, see what he can get first.
Sure. -2.
Thinking about what to discard.
All right, discard 1, draw 2. Let's see what it did improve any bit right now in this situation. I mean, he's going to look for some more searching. And I don't believe he's activated leader effect yet.
Nope, but not that big of a deal at the moment since
He can only attach it to characters, and there's nothing to attach it to. Can't get an active Dawn if he wants.
I'm pretty sure he will once he figures out if he wants to fully go down.
I really appreciate him putting that underneath there so we can remind us about that plus attack here. Really helps us casters out there, so respect, Michael. Appreciate that. Activate leader. Really just doing it because that's what the effect says to do. We do have 3 open Dawn, so are we going to see a 9k swing, you think, coming in?
Probably 9k swing, but there's nothing to play for 3, and he doesn't really.
Here comes 9. Opa on the take. Already down to 2 life here. Let's see if he can finally get his turtle deck online. Sadly, having lost the Nami there.
Yeah, but I think this is where he just plays the Luffy.
Oh, all right. Going with Kusan. Or Sanji, sorry. Sanji.
Sanji, and then...
Looked like Kusan with the ice, but no, it's Sanji here. Altart here. So this one's one of the keys to this deck, too. Really helps you restand the Dawn at the end turn. You really want to have multiple copies of this if you can. But back in the day when the deck was out there, it was Luffy and this Sanji that were really the linchpins of this deck and how it worked. Here comes 6, asking for 2.
Probably just tape.
Yeah, I don't think Michael's really in a danger zone right now. 3-2 on the lead here. Thought it was a pass, but looks like they're going to get a Bonnie search at the end step here. Should see some restand Dawn at the end step here.
Looks like he's going for the event.
Is the Garp frozen?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I must have missed that in the last turn, but the Garp is frozen for this turn, so not able to... I was like, I don't know why. He's not going to attack with it anyways, but we'll see if he opens up the Dawn. And that'll indicate he is going to end his turn. Looks like he might be trying to do something else here.
Another searcher?
Possibly. He's only got 1 out here. Ah, all right, Laboon.
Oh,
This is the one that
protects.
protects. Yep. Yeah. This is that new green one we were talking about earlier, about these cards that protect. Every single color has access to them. Usually the effects are like right in line with what the color is trying to accomplish. I know in red you reduce the power, your leader by 2k for each one.
Which is, I don't like that one.
Yeah. I've never been a fan of that. I was just like, I don't want to reduce my... Do you know what happens when you get Karasu? Imagine Karasuing yourself.
Double crossing yourself.
Just Karasu. It's like, I'm gonna take a Karasu to the face to protect my character. I get where there's value to save your character, but that would terrify me. I'm gonna reduce my leader by 2. I'm gonna reduce my leader by 2. All right, I'm gonna swing this Searcher 2k into your face for value for a 2k counter.
All right, he's gonna minus something, and then rest it.
Okay, gonna rest the Sanji here. Good call. It is one of the linchpins of this deck. So it's good on Michael to recognize that is a key piece he's probably going to want to remove. I'm thinking, what, a Nell swing into Sanji to get this in gun? He does have a 2k counter. Access.
Yeah, for a free
2k from the Dawn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And leader right now looks like it can only go up to 6k swing, got -5, so it's at 2.
Okay.
So it's a 2.
So no blocker to protect it.
Just
yeah,
a Dawn and a
Opus
2k?
Yeah. Opus sadly going to have to give up one of the strongest pieces here.
Lead effect.
And still hasn't been able to turtle up just 1 turn yet.
Well,
It's still kind of early here. Do you think we're going to see it, or is he just going to love the Dawn?
Probably just love the Dawn.
You get that free active Dawn, so he gets the free...
I mean, he has another blocker with the Reiju being out. So
Yeah.
This is probably a swing.
Oh, it is a swing. Okay, here we go. 9k swing into life. Opa on a take again. He's taken 3 back-to-back-to-back hits. That's not something I see too often in this deck. I'm thinking he might be kind of bricked up. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, he had a Dawn up for at least 1 2k, so it's a 2 and a 1, 2... Yeah, 2 and a 1.
So yeah, the Dawn plus 2 cards. All right, double attack Luffy on board here. Another one of the cards we told you was a linchpin here. Gets the restand, so he is going to be able to play up a little further defense here. Now he's going to have to be careful, leave at least 5 open, and of course 1 attached. Oh, okay. This is the Nami that gets to rest and restand, right? So he's going to be able to get the restand at the end turn here.
Yes, but he'll have 1 Don up too many.
Will he?
Yes.
Unless he attaches, right?
Yeah.
So he might see an attack. He could load up the Bonnie, swing in the Satori.
Yeah, I think it's just a 2K into this situation.
Smart. Could load up another Dawn.
On lead, swing
Yeah,
7.
good eye. Opa didn't recognize that he didn't trap himself.
Or
I was going for Frankie. Okay, going for the board cleanup. Opa trying to play a slow game now that he can finally kind of turtle up.
yeah, and then the
Yeah, raise you block with the 2K counter. All right, back to Michael.
now he has 10K counter up though.
Yep. So even if he is bricked up, he's got himself a healthy amount of Dawn to keep up that brick or the, and we haven't seen any of the 6 costs yet, but I see him in hand. Also senior pink, so it could be another move to get him some more purple events if he wants to. Nice to see Oppa does have a blocker, has the capability for the double attack next turn, so we can really start turning the tide in his favor if he can get that one to land. Does have to fight through 2 blockers though, if Michael doesn't use those as a weapon.
I mean, he's at 3 life. I mean,
A
he
senior
could
pick?
probably
Okay.
definitely use 1 as a.
Get the Gamma Knife back.
As oh,
Senior pink restanding.
and
So we are going to Gamma Knife. Oh, okay. So all focus and attention here on the double attack Luffy.
he has
Looks
the
like he's
SR rest event,
so rest and attack with the blockers and leader here. So here it is. That's the rest and freeze, yeah?
just rest.
Just rest. So now does have the option to start swinging into this Luffy, which I'd recommend doing, but he's going to have to fight through 10K in Dawn.
And a blocker.
Yeah. So we'll see. Oppa definitely is going to want to defend this one. Can he freeze it?
No.
Doesn't have it in hand yet.
I believe those are the ones that pump.
Okay. Not had the honor of playing this deck just yet here, so.
Yep, this is the one that pumps.
Okay. Pumps and reduces, right?
Does it? Pumps and KOs, that's what it is.
Okay. Well, yeah, he can save it. Just resting the Garp from the Laboon effect here.
Yep.
So those at home wondering what happened, he was using the Laboon's effect to rest a character to prevent the KO of a card. That's why these cards are so good, at least in certain colors. Oh, another 9K loading up. Maybe we'll see another Frankie swing. I don't think I've seen Frankie swing this much recently in a long time here. But here comes our first attack, 6K.
And
He's got 8
2K?
in Dawn. 8K in Dawn available. Oppa probably thinking, what am I going to need to save to get this? He's got to protect this Luffy,
It's two Don, right?
at least.
1
And 2. There you go.
and
a
1K.
additional- a
Yeah,
1K.
yeah, because it's at 2, so swing 6. Yep.
Yeah. Here comes another big swing here. Gonna get the block. So is he gonna get the Reiju swing? That looking like it. Michael's gonna start really knows he needs to get this piece off the board. Does Oppa have? No, Oppa doesn't have the counter.
He has 4K right there and
And nothing in hand. Just
I guess.
immediately let it go. Wow, Oppa must really be bricked up at this point. He's taken so many early swings in life here. He's taken so many just hits I would say were unnecessary.
Maybe he's betting on Roger.
Oh, hey, maybe. But he didn't take any life that turn.
Oh, he has
so-
nothing but events in his hand.
Oh, wow. Wow, so all the Dawn he would use for defense are also Dawn he has to use for the event defense. That's so funny.
And since the events only protect leader,
Yeah. He can't do anything to protect these characters. Wow, it's essentially being bricked up. But is there a Divine Departure in hand? So
No, those are the alt-art. What's the event with the Luffy on him from this?
It's a long name. I always say a long name every time I see it.
You can't keep the Rage You Rested. That's too high of a cost. But
Yeah.
it's the one that can keep.
All right, Oppa using one of the active Dawn to make sure the next turn, guaranteed gets to use his Dawn, setting the 5 across. Like, this is the Dawn I need to keep open. Now that he's lost all the restanders.
I know you're strong.
I know you're strong. Thank you, Papa Squizzard. I appreciate that. Thank you. Sorry, at home, I probably should memorize all these big long names. I always say long name. It's TLDR. That's what I say. Too long, didn't read. Is that green red Luffy I see? Yes, it is, Captain Literal. Round 2, we have green red Luffy up against a Nell in this regional qualifier. He's all trying to, all these individuals trying to qualify for the Bondi Card Fest. The next one coming up here to qualify.
He knows he has nothing but
for World
events.
Yep.
In his hands. Will he?
Yeah. And Papa, if you could also hit me with that exclamation point join. I think this is the first time you've chatted, so I want to make sure that you are in line to want to get the one of the 2 packs we're going to give away at the end of the stream. The exclamation point. Yeah, I already did. You already did. I'm sorry, I just missed that.
5 down up.
All right, back to Michael. 6 Dawn. Looks like he can play out one of his 6 cost NLs and use leader to get it all back if he wants to. Going for the Reishu blocker. Has plenty of events to make this one work. Yep. Probably going to see a lot of minus in right now. Digging through his deck, trying to make sure that he utilizes the best of he can of this leader ability. Oh, cool. Mod Ball. I got to check out what that was later. Here comes Font. All right,
no, he's resting.
He's resting it. Oh, sorry. Yep, using that SR event. Man, Michael has just been dismantling this deck left and right. I think he's probably had a lot of practice against this. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it seems like he knows exactly just to clear his board every time he plays something, and then swing for life.
Yeah.
Well, I
Here's
mean,
home.
Michael has 0 Dawn left.
Yeah. Be a shame if he activated the leader ability.
Yeah, he might.
Did you see the actions here? Did you see the actions? He just went through and he's like, "All right, now it's time to play." Right, Kai? Right? She's like, "Don't get your hands away from me. You're supposed to pet me." Stretching out. Did you see that? He's just pulling his sleeves back. He's like, all right. Now that I've gone through all my Dawn, now it's time to take it into action gear. Captain Literal says, green lead Luffy is such a side blind for those who haven't faced him. You can't swing into him the same way that you would others. Absolutely no. You have to be expecting to get at least 2 Dawn use every single time that you swing into it. And it really forces you to have to stretch out those swings. You don't want to be giving them some easy counter. You really want to be forcing them to utilize as many of those Dawns on your swings as possible.
I'm getting bullied.
I know. She literally just pushed her butt into me to roll me over. She's like, "Itch, dare you? Pet it. Pet my butt." You're good, girl.
All right, I think this is going after the Sanji.
Here comes 10. Yeah, I would imagine. That, like, he can defend this one because it's a straw hat.
Yeah. Will he actually defend it, though?
If I'm Michael, I'm swinging face. He's not defending anything. If I'm Michael, I'm swinging face. Like, I've dismantled every key piece of this deck every turn he's played it. He's like, oh, Sanji? Yeah, that's good for your deck. I'm going to kill it. Is that Monkey Luffy? Yeah, I'm going to kill that. Is that Sanji again? Yeah, get that off the board. Every essential piece this deck has, as a character, Michael has just spent the entire turn just dismantling it. And he's got all those events that aren't doing anything for him right now. Oh, this hurts.
You can keep the senior pink locked down.
Yes. Ononoke, welcome back. Good to see you. We got ourselves in round 2 of this event. And Nell and Michael having won the first one, now in the second one, Opa just bricked up with event after event after event.
Does he have a single character in his name?
I don't know. I think he has one.
Oh, he has a Zoro.
Des502, you right with that emoji. It is definitely a freak out. Michael is in complete control at this point. The new Zoro we just showcased here. This one going to give 2K to the next turn.
8K.
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder if he should have swung the Zoro into it. And then swing life.
Yeah. Jeez. So he didn't. Oh, he had no character left to really go into. So the character rush for this one or Zoro not there. Probably for the best too, because he really wants to protect it. If at least get something. Every single turn, Michael is just taking this thing apart. Every single turn. And Yatsuki, I'm so proud of you. I'm glad you got it together. The black-yellow Gecko deck has been putting up some really good results lately. And stick around. You might even see one today.
You gotta be careful with triggers.
Yep. Oh, God. The Thriller Slop. The Thriller Slop strikes again. It's so good. Don't worry about the derogatory terms with it. I'm happy with people playing with the deck they like.
Finally, here comes the Anil.
Yeah.
Looking for an answer to this Zoro. He does see the Gamma Knife.
Right? We'll see how he navigates it. Yatsuki says, I love Thriller Bark and Blackbeard, and both are now black-yellow. The next set's going to be pretty insane. I'm really looking at some of those cards, and if you tune in on Wednesday, Porter and I are going to go into big detail about these new cards and the fear of it. Today, we've got the regional qualifier here. And just, you see how low that deck was? Michael has been turboing through. He's probably a quarter of his deck left over there, as he's used every turn dismantling this deck. And I mean, with as many times as Opa has been taking hits, I would have been, if I was Michael, I'd been like, oh, you don't have much in your hand. I would just start going face. Why waste the time? You can end the game now.
Yeah, I mean,
he's taken so many hits he didn't need to take. You know?
Those razors are 7Ks, so, I mean, might as well.
All right, gonna get another plus up here. Rest of the little weenies here. He's got plenty of attackers to take those out, too. I don't know if Laboon wants to protect anything. It's either going to have to rest itself or Zoro here. 2K to 2. Good call. That's not straw hat,
2K
right?
to 1.
Because reduction, yep.
Unless he reduced the Zoro, but I don't think he
needs to at this point. Yeah, activate the leader ability. Going to get 4 of those rested on. Underneath a raise you this time. Michael just slowly dismantling the crap out of this board. Here comes 7 asking for at least the 2 Dawn he has open. Minimum.
1K or from him.
Oh, sorry. He's got the plus 2K. You're right. So at least a 1K or 1 Dawn. 1K or 1 Dawn.
But the amount of events this man is running. Was that a 9-drop Zoro?
We're on the take. On the take. You have 2 Dawn.
Yeah.
On the take.
It's like, I know.
Okay. You're at 7.
9.
Here comes 9.
No. Doesn't Razor get the
I
bonus
think it's a bonus plus 2 for the.
So it's 11.
2 for a 3. No, that wasn't for the 2K counter. That was for a 3K.
3, and then another 3K count.
5.
Or, no, 2. Yeah.
Using it. Oh my gosh. Opa, man, you are. Did you get a character this time? Did you get anything?
You got a Searcher Bonnie?
Was that what he brought forward? It looked like another copy of the Warner Zoro.
Was it? I mean, that's still good.
At least as a character, because he's just so many events.
No, it's a Searcher Bonnie, right?
It is Searcher Bonnie? Okay, Searcher Bonnie.
I don't know what card you find here to help you.
You've got no life.
Zoro?
The 2K.
Got a 2K.
That's also what your Dawn's for, just FYI.
Yeah. Oh, it's a Laboon. Yeah, it's a Laboon, Sanji.
Load up your leader and Zoro and Prey? What are we doing here?
He has to leave 5 open.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. If he's going to even come close to survive next turn, he has to leave 5 open. Not even gonna load up some Don here.
9 to 7.
Okay. Yep, Michael, like, I don't need this. I got my 6 cost Nell next turn. I got leader, I got 6 cost Nell. Here comes 7. Nope, debating on it. 6, 7. Nope. Back to 6. Like, what do you have to do this turn, bud?
I think that is an alt-art 9 drop Zoro in his hand.
Okay. Going board here, doesn't that feel like kind of a concession to you?
He's trying to clean up a little.
I mean...
So he doesn't die to some random...
Oh, like the double attack. But, I mean, double attack doesn't do anything. He's got no life.
Nah,
Alright, there's a block for free.
Let's see this balloon swing.
Oh, he's gonna freeze?
Freeze, is that, yeah, electrical
Luna. One of the best cards in here. Leaving 5 open. But we already know his hand is all kind of bricked up.
He has 2 2Ks in his hand now. He has a
Okay.
balloon and a Sanji. So he has 10.
Michael
14,
going
he has
back at it
14K
again.
counter in hand.
I can hear Michael cracking his neck right now, just like, all right, we going into action mode here.
Ooh, Michael also running low on cards though in hand.
True, because he's used every turn to literally dissect this poor Luffy deck away. Another Reiju.
Might as well.
Yep.
And then minus the Zoro. I'm guessing
I'm
he's
kind of
thinking.
surprised.
Yep.
Yep. Minus Zoro.
Make
So
it a 4.
again, he's going to dissect and try to remove the Zoro, and any threat Oppa is put on the board here. Might be a strategy.
I don't think he is.
He's got Frankie. He's got Senior Pink. He's got and that 0 cost event, the Thunder, alt art in hand.
6. He's dead. You can't afford to save him
Yeah.
because this is 10.
10 coming into life. You
3
need that
Dawn.
for this. There's 3 of the Dawn. Okay. And here comes
11.
another 9.
11.
No, 11, sorry. Does he have it?
Yeah. Yes. He has.
He should have a position. So here's for 3 to go to 8. Right?
Yeah.
Then a 10. Then a 2K that we saw him get. So he has it. He has enough to defend this turn. Or he could do 3K events. No, he's using them for regular. That's 9. No. He's using... Okay. The 3 cost event here.
And
They're nice little 2K. Okay. So Sanji's still in his hand. But that took up...
He should have faced Sanji since he knows.
He already knew about it, yeah. I was just going to say that. One of the things that, back at home, if you're out there, guys,
Starting off.
try to get rid of cards that don't have any extra use later game, that are known entities, to try to remove the information your opponent has. That we all know the Sanji's in hand, and Michael's a good enough player, he's going to remember that Sanji's in hand. So he can always account for it. Had he gotten rid of the Sanji, he could have, maybe tricked him with the 2K from the Laboon.
Yeah, he's holding on to 1 dead card in his hand though.
Who, Oppa here?
Yeah. Because you can't
Can
ever
he even
use
play
it.
it?
No. It's literally a dead card.
Oh, gosh.
It gets up to 1 of your Straw Hat characters plus 3,000. And then does an unrest.
Okay. Yeah, that power killer. The one that gets the double attack for it. Because he's had nothing survive the turn.
Hey,
Another Electrical Luna. Okay, that could help survive a little bit. So we'll see what it goes. Yatsugi in the chat says, I like nuking my anti-removal cards since half the time I can't use them and it's just a free 2K. Yeah, I don't blame you.
Oh, Senior Pink.
Yep, that's likely going to be the play here. Do you think Electric Luna is like the key card that's been making this deck so viable against an L recently?
Yeah, it says worked out pretty well.
Use it. It is ours. Go ahead and use it.
Here comes 9K, asking for 3 of them.
2.
And a 1K? Yep, he had a 1K.
Okay. Can still swing with the Reijus here. Open notably with 6 Dawn and counter on the field here. I'll get your question here at the end here, Yatsugi. This looks like we're looking at the closing points of this game. Michael definitely rolling his sleeves up again for the 4th time. Really stretching out that neck. Here we go. 8 plus 10. This is 10, yeah?
Yeah. Asking for the other 3.
There's all 3 of the Dawn.
And 7.
And another 7. 2K. Nothing!
Yeah, I told
Michael closing it up.
Ooh.
Wow. Just like a surgeon cutting through that deck.
Can't get a Kesha.
Wow. Okay, Michael on camera, back to back, having taken it down with the purple nail. We see how strong this deck is, guys. I'm not gonna lie. It's a very strong deck. Is it unbeatable? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
I have a good record.
Yeah. I'm good. I think it's a fantastic game. But that is going to do it for round 2. And I told you, Yatsuki, we get to it. Should I run Black Perona anti-removal in my Gecko deck? It's
local
choice.
meta dependent.
Yeah, it really is local meta dependent in here. If you're dealing with a lot of removal, absolutely. Thank you, Little Pound Cake. I appreciate that. It's helpful. So, it really, when it comes to these anti-removal cards, they're not a must-have. They're not a must-add. But there are things where you do want to make sure you're prepared and build your deck in concordance with the amount of things you're seeing in your locals. I saw after a while when we had Emu out in play, no one was playing removal at all. Maybe 1 or 2 copies, maybe at best. They were playing removal because they're just like, what's the point? Emu's just gonna stop it, right?
Like decks like Porkas's Ace still play the removal because they can just trash it for lead effect.
It doesn't exactly because they can get rid of it. So if it is a bad,
so decks like that, they can just trash the removal.
Yeah. Or like Blue Yellow Nami that you're seeing a lot. Yeah. Like that one's you can just trash it. Who cares? You're getting 2K out of it. Yep. Oh, and Blackbeard. Yeah, absolutely. Which I was surprised we didn't see much of it. It really was.
There was only one Blackbeard at the event.
There was one. I didn't even see one.
There was one. There was only one.
Oh, Greg. Did Greg come?
I don't think
Greg M? Didn't he come back?
It wasn't.
Oh, no. Okay. All right. So we are going to take a quick break here. Not quick, actually. This is going to be a little bit longer here. You're probably going to listen to 2 songs here. We're going to go get hydrated, get ready. We're at the quarter mark here. When we come back, we're going to have back-to-back matches with a small break in between. The next one's going to... Sit and get your popcorn, guys, because this next one's going to be a nail-biter. And I'll tell you right now, whoever you're betting on, you'll probably win. That's how it is. It was Brett.
Brett was the Blackbeard.
The Brett was... Oh, thank you, Papa. I appreciate that. It was Brett, yes. All right. So, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we've got 2 more rounds. The next one... Whew! Get your popcorn ready, guys. We got ourselves a thinker. It'll be time to us to interact with all of you because I have a feeling we're going to have some back and forth. It's Green Mihawk versus Green Mihawk. If you bet on Mihawk, I bet you're going to win.
I'll put all my money on Mihawk.
Yes. But one of these 2 is going to move on to the next round after that. When we come back, we're going to see how this match went back head to head. I'm looking forward to it. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Homebrew Pie. I'm your host, Jimmy D, with me,
Marcus.
And we're here for round 3 of this event. It is a 6-round event. We got the crown at the end. 4 players who are going to get their invites. They're going to be going in, and we're going to hopefully see at Bondi Card Fest, representing the state of Virginia and representing all of us in this community to show how well they can do and hopefully get ourselves a crown out in that bloody Worlds and Nationals. I'd love to see it one of these times. Hey, America take home that title. We'll see if this is going to be our year. Right now, we are in the grind station. The ability for us to start playing these decks. I'm telling you, like, the meta right now seems extremely diverse and also very limited in some ways. But I think that there's a lot of open potential. We are getting very, very close to being in lockstep with the East, which means America will start having a chance to start building decks and not lean on the information that we have coming from the East to make our deck list.
I thought they said we were also going to be a little bit ahead.
Just a little bit ahead. I like that. I like the opportunity for us to be able to actually start looking at what we want to do. And I do know that there's some amazing creatives. And we've seen them online. We've seen them on Twitch. We've seen them on Twitter. We've seen them all out there that are making these really cool, fun, and interesting decks, bringing back some old leaders and trying some stuff out and not leaning too heavy on it. But I will say, in a large respect for what I've been seeing for the last 2 years since we've been recording, a lot of people just kind of lean on what they see over there, and they kind of lean on that. And I get it, because the Japanese are very good at making decks. They're very, very mathematical about how they design some things. But I don't let that take away from your own creativity out there, guys. Just because it's been done and it's been tested and true over there, and you guys are like, well, if it's tested and true, then why wouldn't it work? Doesn't mean you shouldn't be trying to give it your own takes on it. Something I love seeing from like Porter and you, when you make these decks, you're like, hey, I noticed you guys are trying to play this same strategy. Here's a random deck that just craps all over that strategy. And then you take a tournament. You're like, you take the meta apart, and you're like, I noticed it's trying to do this thing. There's this other deck that really makes it so you can't do that thing. And I'm going to run that. And then it just dominates.
Yeah,
just absolutely
I love running random leaders,
Yeah.
It's like the best. It's like, I guess the most... 2 that I have done is Arlong and Queen.
Yes.
So those are 2 rogue decks that I've done well in one tournaments around here for.
Exactly. Yep, not my name. Welcome back. Good to see you in the chat. Yes, we are live on YouTube and on Twitch. We can see you. I do want to remind you guys, this is kind of like what I call the flagship, because these are bigger tournaments. So if you do not see me engaging with you, that's not normal. I like to engage with everybody while we do this. This is a fun thing that I think goes beyond what we see from other casters. When they see things, they don't really interact with the chat. It's just kind of there running its mouth and doing things. And I love the fact that I can engage with you guys. I love it to listen to your guys' comments, your corrections, or even just a slight commentary. I love it. Please keep it up. It feeds my algorithm, and I really appreciate it. So I will do my best to keep up with that and say hello to you guys and say thank you. But during this event, if for any reason you think I'm not engaging, it's because I'm trying to dial in. We're here at a regional level, high level competition. All players are playing the best of their games. Some of them very fast, some of them very determinative, and some of them that you need to look at and analyze and see how it is you yourself, if you want to be at the stage, how you should be thinking if you're going to pilot some of these leaders. So take into effect here, these are the best of the best around that we've got. These are people chasing the dream. Yeah. Oh, what's he saying? Yeah. I'm playing Brook. Yeah, baby. I like that. Only to the bot. This one's a huge fan. He's alting the whole deck of Brook. That one looks really good. Cat Metal says, it's why I love Kobe so much in the current meta. So many people are prepared for him, and they go off like he does. Kobe does really good. I appreciate the suggestion.